All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back again on this lovely Tuesday. How's everybody doing? Good to see you, Brian. Good to see you, Lawrence, everyone. All right, good to see you all. A little my voice getting a little bit better. I know yesterday I was out in the morning meeting, but I know we had Josh and Rich did a great job joining us, but I think I'll hopefully be a little bit better. But let me tell you, what happened yesterday, I haven't seen in a long time. I want to bring up this stock really quick because I know just when we were looking at some of the other big runners, this has to take the cake. I mean, this stock, ICCM, at after hours, just literally ran from $1 to $12 a share. And even if you jumped in the after hours, you jumped 15 minutes late and you jumped in at when it was at 290 and you sold it 15 minutes later, you made yourself 5. I mean, this thing was just literally on fire. That is almost a 1,200% runner-up in what, an hour and a half, an hour, less than an hour. Great run up. I know she's got some big volatility going right now. You could see it. It is a medical stock. I don't know exactly what the real full news on it is, but we'll post in the cyber group room. But let me tell you, what an unbelievable runner for the ones that stuck around going in the afternoon. I know I did an event last night with DTI Tom Busby, and I was showing some of the people in there. I know we're going to have a lot of members. And by the way, we had a lot of great of you students coming in now, giving some great compliments. Thank you for your feedback. You know, always appreciate that because some people don't realize, you know, how important it is to know this stuff. But anyway, what a great runner-up on that stuff. Anyway, we're going to keep an eye on it. I mean, listen, that stock has got some good volatility. I was checking over here on level 4, and it's not the super greatest when I was looking at the orders, but it does got some good support and resistance levels. We'll keep an eye on it. Apparently, whatever the news is, it was just unbelievable. Anyway, a couple other good stocks that moved pretty well. So TAL, all the Chinese stocks are obviously still doing well. Yesterday at 3 o'clock, if you watched it at 3, I had a nice little pop. But here, right around 1 o'clock, when it finally broke that resistance levels at 788, you could see how it had a nice loom. Not a huge winner, but the stock is breaking 52-week highs. You could see why you don't want to hold a position overnight. But the stock obviously did pretty well. SMMT, we all know this one very well. Very similar to the ICCM, but not up 1,200%. This thing was up almost about 500%. Great runner-up all day long on this stock, SMMT. It wasn't in the morning watch list. I know some of you here on YouTube and Facebook Live are probably, wait a minute, you didn't bring this stock up if you were here live yesterday. Yeah, and if you remember what I told you yesterday, that sometimes these stocks move and sometimes they hold their orders. We'll get some good pre-market. We'll look at them, but sometimes we'll find them going in the after, once the market opens up. But you're all more than welcome to join us, just like us and friend us, and you can come into the trading room and enjoy as much as you want. But do I want to put it back on the watch list? Well, remember what I told you about this stock. It was a pretty good swing trade. You know what I mean? And the reason why I liked it, and you can go back and you can watch the YouTube videos back on December 12th, 13th, I says, you know what? The stock is holding pretty strong. It's doing a funnel, all right? So it looks like it has a form of a breakout. It's not one of these stocks like you only bring up ICCM that went up wild and came crashing down wild. You know what I mean? But it does got some good move. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Another stock, couple of really good swing trades. All the Chinese stocks, GoU got good moves, $1 to $3. They all move pretty well. TAL, EDU, great runner up on all those stocks as swing trades. A couple of stocks I just want to kind of hit up before we go through the watch list. SLNO had a nice little move, another great run up right here in the middle of the day for some of you that come log in pretty late. Stock ran from $1, ran to about $1.40. VXTX, it was okay. It wasn't super crazy. It wasn't as awesome as the other one, but it did move pretty nice. It went from like 520 to 725. BYSI, not only this was a good day trade, but it was also a good swing trade. You could see this stock started around 50 cents, already up about $3. I'm pretty much done with it. It testing some big resistance levels going back in February. So if you did do the swing trade on it, I would probably want to be out of it. But the ICCM right now, what happened yesterday is rolling over into today. Listen, a lot of people are going to talk about it. They have no choice to talk about it. Stock is up 200%. But if you hear yesterday in the close, it was up 1,200%. So we got that one on the watch list. Now let's go through a couple other stocks. You got this one stock right here. It's under $1. Remember, I told you, I don't like to trade stocks until they break past $1. We'll go from there. So we'll put it on the B list. AUVI, nice little move. Some of you remember we traded in June. This ran from $1 to $4. A great little day trade. It turned into a swing trade. Looks like she's got some good movement again. AUVI. And I'm going to see what's on level 4 on AUVI. See what's going on in the orders. We'll load that up right now. See we got as in data goes. See where all the orders are. You got to follow the money, fellow traders. You got to follow the orders. Don't think you know more than these people. They'll crush you. All right. So we got a 1,200. Okay, here we go. Just letting data laid up. Nothing crazy. You got this guy right here for 50,000. He keeps poking his nose in here. So we got someone around $1.50. We got to be careful of it. It kind of makes sense because that is resistance levels right there. So don't think we didn't see you, right? All right. Next on the list, stock's not really, it's trending down, even though it was up. That doesn't really count. BXRX, what a great runner this morning, and boom, the thing came right down. Here's a stock that was at $250. Oh, my God. Devastating. Anyway, great volatility in the stock. Now, I'm looking over here at level 4. This one looks a little bit better. Look at this iceberg order. So if you want to know what happened right around 840 and why it backed off, once it got around 850 and had this good run from 210 to 290, because this guy showed up right here. Now she's going back down, but if you scroll down here, you can see we've got some big buyers hovering around the $2 price range, kind of holding there pretty strong. It's all about having a game plan. That $2 is right around here. So until they're still there, until they cancel, we'll keep it on. We're going to put that on our watch list. So that looks like a good stock. That looks like it's moving today. EDSI, good volume, million shares. I mean, I like it, 14%, but I don't like how it's trending right now. If we see it pop up and stay on the watch list, works themselves up the rankings, then we'll consider it. All right, already at 5%, so we're scratching there. New York Stock Exchange. So here's a good stock, AGI. Cheap stock, good spread, great volume. I did put this on my watch list, and you can see we got some orders that are showing up right here, holding it pretty strong. A little selling went on right around here, around 219, though. Not really that predominant big lines on the heat map that I'm looking for. And when you go over here and you look at it, it looks like kind of like stopped here at 220. So, I mean, I still like the other two better. This stock is just an animal. It's an ETF. The only reason why we don't like to trade ETFs, and I'll show you why, is this. Just orders everywhere. This is all program trading every place. So it's very, very difficult to use level 4 for it. But it's been a good move this morning since 8 o'clock. It ran from 19. It's already at 20. It should be up $1 already. Nice little trend on it. But like I told you, you're going to lose your advantage when it comes down to using that level 4. A couple of the stocks out here, 8%, 7%, all garbage. By the way, Boyle's getting to a very beautiful $25 price range. If this stock breaks it, then, you know, it looks like 20 is a real major support. But Boyle is getting to a very, very good support level, so it might be a good buy soon. So keep an eye on Boyle. Boyle's, by the way, it's very, very volatile stock. You know, be very careful. Don't trade too many shares of the stock because it could crush you. We know why this stock is on the list. Stock's been on such a good run up the last couple of days, so obviously we're going to get some profit taking going on there. Same thing with AMAM. Another one. Great runner up we had and started trending down. That's why they end up being in the losers list. But what is today? Today's Tuesday. I really thought it was going to be a slow week. Okay, and then all of a sudden you had all these stocks that had all these big run-ups yesterday out of nowhere. SMMT, you know, SLNO, VKTX, ICCM, BYSI. So don't underestimate what's going on, as in there's nothing going on. There's always something that's going to go on. We're getting to the end of the year. Next week should probably be really, really slow. Look, the Dow's only down 39. It was up 7. So I can see not too much going on with brand name stocks, but but these little stocks, these little cheap stocks, obviously they have some action in it. So we're going to keep an eye on them. All right. Anything I'm missing, cyber traders, I didn't call out? Anybody on YouTube? Anybody else? I think we pretty much nailed them all. All right, so we're going to start commentary in about another 15 minutes when the market opens up. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, like I said, we'll be back here at 2:30, but we're live every morning at 9 a.m. and at 2:30. And you can always join us. Just like us and friend us and get our alerts. Cyber traders, new trial members, you watch. Cyber traders, you see something, you say something. All right, let's hopefully having a pretty good streak so far. Haven't seen a bad day yet until like last week, but let's just try to work together. And like I said, if you miss any of these other ones, there's always some there. Remember, the most important tip of the day, which I always remind everybody, okay, is you got to learn before you can earn. Losing is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. If you know why you lost, you won't do it again. So remember, make sure you take those losses, all right, and move on to the next best thing. All right, good luck, everyone. Happy trading. We'll see you in a little bit when the market opens up.